The forests of the Russian Far East are some of the most diverse in the temperate zone and are Russia's biodiversity hotspot. They contain a rich blend of boreal, Manchurian, and endemic species, including one of the world's most magnificent predators, the Amur tiger. The tiger finds haven in vast tracts of unroaded, unaltered forests that make up 7% of the world's intact forest landscapes. These unaltered massifs also support traditional resource use by taiga villagers and the region's indigenous peoples, the Udage and Nanai. Pine nuts, medicinal herbs, forest honey, and sable pelts are the foundation of a centuries-old forest economy in this remote taiga. Yet the threats to this biodiversity hotspot are grave. Rampant illegal logging is degrading the tiger's main habitat, Korean pine broadleaf forests. Illegal loggers cut the healthiest pine and oak, greatly reducing the food supply for prey species like wild boar and red deer. High-productivity riparian forests are key tiger dispersal corridors and particular targets for timber theft. Logging roads into these previously wild territories greatly increase poaching access, leading to sharp declines in the population of tigers and their prey. This habitat destruction is driven by huge American, European, and Japanese demand for inexpensive flooring and office furniture. Meeting this demand has already consumed 75% of the stock of valuable hardwoods in this region. Investigation of illegal logging is held back by underfunding and corruption. And authorized timber harvesting by forest leaseholders is not always better. Large-scale industrial exploitation and roundwood export is enabled by continuous expansion into unroaded forest massifs. But forestry on the FSC model has provided an alternative to illegal logging and uncontrolled industrial exploitation. Certification came to the Far East in 2004, when European and Japanese partners began demanding guarantees of sustainability. Certified timber leases now cover 3,773,000 hectares in Primorye and Khabarovsk provinces, and the region's largest leaseholder hopes to certify another 6.5 million hectares. In the Far Eastern market, only FSC-certified companies can reliably confirm the legality of their wood products. The key benefit of FSC certification for biodiversity has been the delineation of high conservation value forests. Non-governmental organizations such as WWF Russia and Transparent World have used remote sensing and field verification to delineate old-growth forest massifs and to help FSC-certified companies develop management strategies for these territories. On the 49,000-hectare timber lease of Primorsky Gok, 7.4% of the territory was delineated as HCVF. Timber harvesting and road building will be fully excluded from these Korean pine broadleaf, spruce fir, and alpine ecosystems. Another 3.5% of the territory was delineated as specially protected habitat zones. These small-scale reserves contain rare vegetative communities, or key habitat features, such as natural salt licks, forest cliffs, or riparian forests with den trees of the Himalayan bear. The company is adapting logging practices on an additional 23% of the territory, with the goal of maintaining more natural forest structure and increasing the use of natural regeneration.
Я родился в Красноармейском районе, в этом прекрасном месте, где красивая тайга. Я здесь вырос, здесь работаю. Состою в охотничьем клубе, занимаюсь охотой любительской, рыбалкой. И хотелось бы, чтобы вся эта природа сохранила свою красоту и в дальнейшем. У меня есть дочь, которая также хотелось бы, чтобы она увидела это все вживую, а не только на картинках или в книжках. Это очень важно для меня, и я думаю, что для многих жителей, наверное, практически для всех жителей нашего района, сохранить тайгу в таком состоянии, какая она сейчас.
A similar strategy is being applied with larger forest leaseholders in the region. When the certified timber company Ternelies began leasing 600,000 hectares in the vast, undeveloped Samarga Basin, a coalition of NGOs conducted large-scale field research to identify HCVF. Thanks to their efforts, Ternelies has agreed to delay logging on 40% of the leased territory, giving time to delineate critical habitat areas and develop a harvest strategy that will not threaten rare species. High conservation value forest delineation and protection is a work in progress in the Russian Far East. Negotiations continue between NGOs and certified companies about the fate of hundreds of thousands of hectares of old-growth forests. These organizations are working together to train company foresters to identify critical habitat areas and to adapt logging practices for biodiversity protection. The FSC standards provide a constructive framework for timber companies and NGOs to resolve these issues and find the ecological, economic, and social balance that is the key concept of certification. By working within the FSC model, real progress is being made towards sustainable management of the Russian Far East's tiger taiga.